Okay, we're on, yeah, recording. Right, it's not. We're ready to get started?
Yes.
Yes. Welcome back, Alicia, I'm glad you're here. All right, let's call this to order, we're all three here. It's praise the flag of the.
And with Father, we thank you once again, Lord, for being with us and watching over us. We pray God your blessing upon this meeting, and we ask it in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen. What any citizens want.
I'll get this out of the way. Our open house is May 7th, but we're gonna do a ribbon cutting at, I think 11:35. Any and all welcome. Ross and I are gonna try to do pulled pork sandwiches until we run out. Have some popcorn and some stuff, and hopefully some kids and OHCU members set up some booths out in our buildings for people to walk through, kind of like the open house we've done in December. So anybody that you know was interested in coming and join the festivities with us, come on, you guys as well.
Sounds good.
Get out here. Hey, thank you for.
Any other comments, anybody online? All right, well, let's move on. Minutes for the 20th meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes. I'll second that.
Favor say aye. All right, Safe Streets for All.
Yeah, okay, Amber Adams from WSB. And we have a grant opportunity to implement the action plan that we have for our Safe Streets for All. I did not refresh my memory before I came to see what date it's due, but it's due in May. And so we were wondering what do y'all want to go out for? If you want to go out for anything right now. Amber, can you remind, go ahead.
Tell us more about, where we at, where we stand.
Yeah, I can help with that. One of the questions I do have for you guys, though, you'll have to refresh my memory because I didn't work directly with Anthony on the SS4A on the action plan. Was that ever officially adopted by the county?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so for the implementation grant, that is due on May 26th at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And you can request anywhere from $2.5 million to $25 million. And that would help you implement some of the projects or one of the projects in your safety action plan. It has to be one of those projects that have been identified in your safety action plan. It can be a combination of projects. However, there is a 20% match. So I just want to let you know that up front. I will say that does not all have to be cash. It can be in kind. So if you wanted to hire somebody to oversee the whole project, the whole program for the next 3, 4, 5 years, it can go up to 5 years. That could be your match if you wanted to hire somebody. You could also utilize space cost, utility cost, things like that as match. So I know that there's, sometimes there's limited budgets on these things. And if you're looking for a, $5 million project and you have to come up with 20%, that's not always the best or the most feasible way to do it is providing cash. So we try to look at ways that we can help you minimize your cash your cash match and use in-kind services on that. But those do have to be things that are eligible based on the criteria and the NOFO. What I will say is I did look at the safety action plan that was put together by our team, and some of the highest priority projects or the ones that are going to really score well are those that are going to be labeled as high injury network areas. So if you have a lot of crashes in a certain area, that's going to score likely higher than, maybe a roadway that doesn't get a lot of, doesn't have a lot of safety issues or concerns. So I would just think about that. And then, if you wanted to do like a roundabout or something like that and do some educational outreach, maybe do some signage or lighting, things like that would help with some of those safety concerns. You can certainly do that as well. But I know that the ones that are going to score the highest are going to be those that are going to help improve safety the most. So I will leave that and see if you have any questions from there.
You say it can be a mix of projects?
Yes, you can do a mix of projects. So if you have like, for instance, a corridor that has high injury, and you want to do some improvements there, you can do that and also do, some intersection safety upgrades. You can do some striping or some rumble strips, some signage, some lighting, pedestrian crossing enhancements. You can do a combination of those things just as long as you do not go over that $25 million request from the federal government. And just know, like, the lowest that you can request is $2.5 million. So the lowest project that you would need to request is $3.125 million for the total overall project. And then the federal request of 80% of that project would be $2.5 million. So as long as your project cost is $3.125 million in total, and that may include staffing to oversee the project, then you can combine some projects in that request.
All right, we're gonna need to pull up that safety plan then. You see,
I have the safety plan pulled up. It is 100 and something pages. So I was just trying to find the actual.
There's not like a single item that says this is the action plan. It just identifies all the high injury networks and like where our hot spots are for safety. I mean, that lack safety.
Yeah.
we have
There's
a
some
big-
that are, if you look in the back, I can't remember exactly what page it's on. I think it's on, there's a section on page 204, page 211. And I hope we're looking at the same one, but where it will rank your projects by highest priority. And also let you know, is this in the high injury network? Yes or no. But yes, there is a few pages in the back that will rank those projects. And I can pull that up if you want me to.
You may want to, so we can look at it together. Alicia's got it up right now.
Okay.
Mine was 242 pages.
Are you going to share it?
I did share it, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Is yours 240 pages, 242?
Let me see. I think it's about that much. I don't have it pulled up here, but give me a second and I'll get it.
What she said, yeah, 204. Get all of these hotspot. So all the ones in red would be high safety concerns, even though a few of them are on the turnpike here. Do a look of it.
Sorry, I'm not seeing the shared screen, so I'm gonna pull it up on my side.
Oh, sorry, Amber, I have it up on our TV here in the meeting.
Okay. No worries. I can pull it up on my side. Maybe.
Last column on HIN is that highway.
High injury network, that's what she's saying, they'll score higher if we choose those, yeah.
Do we have any that are on the highway?
Well, whenever we first started this project, we talked about highway approaches as well, and so they tried to focus on those areas that met the highway.
So that's not really getting new pavement on the highway, it's getting approaches to the highway.
I mean, anything to make that intersection safer.
I think that's what I thought it was. You know, approaches to the highway,
Right.
more visibility and wider turning radiuses, pavement.
Yeah, you cannot put in new roads. That's not an eligible expense, but you can make changes to those roads. And I will say, this is less than 4 weeks away. So, I mean, it's not that I think that it definitely can be done, but and we are more than happy to help you guys with this if you need some support. To what extent that might be, just let us know if that's something that you need. And we can certainly help you with it. We did an SS4A grant for the city of Idabel that was awarded last year. And we're super familiar with these SS4A safety action plans. So we can certainly help you, and we'd love to help you get this going if it's something that you are interested in. However, there will be some things that will need to be pulled together, like letters of support. You're going to need to get some of those from DOT or the school systems, maybe the local hospitals or public safety, the city. So you'll need to pull those together. Of course, there'll be forms that need to be completed. We'll need to identify how you want to do your match, whether that be through in-kind or for cash, or a combination of the two. And anybody that would be involved, anybody that would be managing or overseeing the project or doing public outreach, we would need to know that in order to complete the budget and get everything submitted on time.
It's probably a good idea to wait until next year to apply so we can prepare for all of that.
Now, one thing I will say is that we don't know if this funding is going to come back out again. This is the last round of the SS4A funding that we know of. There may be some more, funds appropriated later on. There may be a new funding bill announced, but this was the end of some of the IIJA funding, and this is the last year. So over the last 5 years, I think from 22 to 26, this funding was available. So this one is the last round that we know of, so just FYI. We're hoping they'll come out with more, but I can't promise anything.
We have 30 days to get all of our stuff.
22 days.
Work on it, like just everywhere that the previous street, the one with the highways,
This one?
yeah. So we just figure out how many intersections we wanna do 150 foot of asphalt on each intersection or something like that. Some will have to be built up, some won't, but. If we just count those and then just apply for all that and just see what that'll cost.
Okay.
And then apply for that.
The eligible projects are, the types of projects that are eligible and what are not eligible.
Well, we were talking about getting all the approaches to the highways, cause that's where your major problems are. And so if we were to do asphalt and some leveling and raising of the road back about 100 foot on each side of the highway on those intersections.
Would that be an eligible project?
Is that eligible?
Is it just like an overlay?
Well,
Or
they
you
would-
like
Yeah,
change
a
it?
lot of it would be new asphalt, but when they built the highway in a lot of these places, the approach angle's so steep and they're blind. And so if we'd have to raise the road and then, and then asphalt back so people have traction and can see and everything else.
Yeah, I think if you're making safety improvements, like raising the road due to site issues or things like that that are in the action plan, that would be eligible. But if you're just doing like a general maintenance, like putting an overlay over the street because you've got some potholes, that's not going to be an eligible expense.
These will all be dirt roads. For the most part, most of them have terrible approach angles.
Okay.
Most of the ones we're talking about only have maybe 6 inches of pavement outside the white line. And then it's dirt, and it's a low visibility corner with high speed traffic, and traffic just can't get off the road.
That would make sense then. I think that would be eligible.
We just need to figure out what supporting documentation do we need to have on all that?
Well, I mean, if it's in the action plan, we should have some of that there, and then we should be able to pull like any injuries that have occurred, and we can pull that off of the federal website. But if there's any local reports through, the law enforcement or through emergency services that you can get, that would be helpful. And then, of course, you'd need to get a cost estimate for the projects that you want to implement. And, you know, we'd have to include that just to get an idea of how much roundabout it's gonna cost. And maybe you want to do a few cost estimates, that's fine, but
So we need like an estimate from a company that would do it, or do we just put all the numbers together of materials?
I mean, that's up to you guys. I would say, like, I would get, I would prefer to get one from an engineering firm. But you know, it just really depends on what it is that you're doing, what projects you want to do. If it's completely redesigning a road and adding, you know, curves or raising the road, I would ask for a cost estimate from WSB or maybe even a couple firms, just so you have a general idea of what that's going to be.
And would you do anything if we did?
Put it together and you want to put it together, that's fine, but I just want to make sure that it's not too low or too high, you know.
What do you ask?
Right.
So can we just get a
I'd be
sig-
interested in numbers if y'all just figure out what intersections to talk about. We just need to know that pretty quick.
Yeah, we can have it to you in a couple days. I'll give you,
We just need to
I'll give
know.
you a dozen, we just do 12 piece or something like that, and then. And just gotta see where we're at. I bet you 12 a piece would be pretty close
That's
to
fine.
3 million.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I would say.
That'd be 1,200 foot of, 2,400 foot of asphalt, that's half mile of asphalt. Plus
A piece.
whatever dirt road is.
several of mine are gonna need new tin horns too. Is that something we need to,
On the highway, ODOT provides those.
or we're gonna be able to get them to do it though?
We're gonna talk to them about a support letter anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they're supposed to put the pipes in now,
Yeah,
but if you can get them to do it, I don't know.
okay.
All right, well, we'll get to work, see what we can figure out. Use that map and come up with several intersections and go from there.
Another thing is to think about, are any of these in Indian country
All of
that
them.
are on here? I mean, that might be an option if you're looking at one of the intersections that are in Indian country. If they would be willing to provide a match or support on that, that could help you meet your match.
Once we're approved, let's just say we get approved for it, how long do we have to build it?
I believe the implementation grants cannot go past 5 years, so as long as you can do it within a few years, you should be good.
Okay. No. Part of it's my fault, cause I really haven't been watching this ramp, but why is this sneaking up on us?
I've mentioned it a few times, we just haven't ever talked about it more than a minute.
So it is my fault, that's fine.
I'll share a third of it. Okay. No, it should be 50, 25, 25. He's the chairman.
I'll take it. You
I just thought maybe he was sharing 2/3 of it.
I wanna give it all to me. Okay, well, hey, thanks for the information. We got homework to do. We'll see if we can push this through.
Okay. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank-
All right, anything else on that? Alright, let's move down to. Let bids for the fairground west wing remodel and exterior remodel.
And I'm not real sure that we wanna start at this late in the fiscal year, but they have a couple of bid specs. Did I print those? I don't have them. Okay. They have bid specs for a remodel of the exterior, the front,
Reskin in the front,
and the interior west wing.
okay,
Can we do anything with the exterior before the parking lot is done?
We'll have to do some stuff to the parking lot to get prepared, but yeah.
Okay. My concern is going out right now, for a bid. It's, we still don't have the Fairborn roof project, complete. Or if it is, we still haven't paid on it.
right,
And so I don't want to be in the same boat. But the other part of it is it's a capital outlay project, so they wouldn't be able to do anything until October after the budget is approved. If we wait until next fiscal year. So the funds are there. I believe there's $500,000 in their capital outlay account. I don't know how much the project is gonna be. I have no clue. So that there's just some,
just timing issues.
yeah,
I think the roof is a one-off deal because of that contractor. So I don't think that's
He's supposed to be back, today or tomorrow to put the vent in. That's what we're waiting on. And then, or he's sending the crew to do that. And then he's meeting me Tuesday to go over the final stuff that needs to be done before we paint.
okay.
then we're deducting. Like the contract said though, right, for every,
If that's the case, I don't think he'll come back because he's not gonna get any money. I mean, at 300 a day, he doesn't have any money left.
he's not getting any money anyway. That's all
The,
going to the bonding company.
right, right,
That's why he's not.
which he'll be in debt to the bonding company, I mean, in reality, but. I mean, I don't know.
He signed a contract. I mean, we need to hold him to it. But we can do the math. You just see where we're at, 'cause he may owe us money.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
okay,
but yeah, it's part of the contract, I think we need to hold him to it. Cause what precedents do we set by not enforcing the contract that we signed?
yeah,
Goes both ways.
yeah. I just see circumstances that are hard to avoid. Getting material, and there's some things on his part that could have been better, but
Right, and there's provisions for that,
Yeah.
weather delay and material delay and things like that. So we can take that into account,
yeah,
but when it comes to, him not showing up or communicating and stuff like that, that's not on us.
yeah,
It's not on anybody but him.
yeah. Okay,
As far as the west wing and the exterior, do we want to go ahead and go out for bid on that?
So let's get it bid and get it done. I don't think no picture of this is remodel, that's recent, shouldn't take long.
Alicia, we did put together just kind of a rough budget to ensure that there was plenty for both and that there was allowable amount for contingencies. And so it fell under that. So you're concerned, I think either Steve or I spoke with someone, and so we put together kind of a budget that we felt could do both projects
Okay.
and ensure that we were under, but that we had that buffer amount. So
Okay,
it didn't go over budget, but we completed that project or that task on Friday.
okay.
You good with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't take long, and even if it's a little over July, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I know we have, you know, some leniency as far as that goes. I just don't want a repeat of what's happened with the,
With the roof.
yeah,
Who was the contractor for the roof?
His name's Richard with Oklahoma Roofing Solutions, I think. Is that right?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll just make it go out for bids.
I make a motion to for bids for the fairgrounds west ring, wing, and remodel.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
from what I understand, Chad Imhoff wants it to be two separate,
Yeah.
projects.
Right, yeah, that's fine. It needs to be.
Alicia, does that mean two separate POs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, two
Is that-
separate POs, two separate walkthroughs.
Okay, two separate walkthroughs, okay.
They could happen on the same day, one at 10 o'clock, one at 10:30.
Yes.
Perfect.
Just in case one company wants to be available for both.
Both, okay, perfect.
Did we vote on that?
Mhm.
Right. Sounds good. Any other discussion on that? We'll move on. Number 8, discussion possible action to revise the county travel policy.
At our elected official meeting, some concerns were brought up about the, reimbursement for meals, how cost of meals are getting higher, and they would like to, for y'all to consider increasing the amount, that were, allowed for reimbursement to the meals, or possibly doing a per diem. And so
What is it now, 20?
it's $20 and then a 15%,
Tip?
tip, yeah.
About $10, $30.
That's what we had all talked about, was the 30, going
Yeah.
up to 30 and then 15% on that.
About 35, I'll cover just about anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few weeks.
I prefer doing that over per diem.
Yeah.
My thoughts on per diem is when we get new employees in, they may not be able to afford to pay ahead of time in us, on their gas and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or the hotel, cause the way it was explained
Oh,
that I understood was the hotel, would they have to pay out of pocket and then get reimbursed?
no.
Or maybe I misunderstood it.
I mean, there is that allowance in per diem, but I think that we could still purchase it like we do right now, and pay for the hotel.
Two different premium rates.
Yeah, and I'm not ready for it for them.
And
That's just my thoughts
I
on
think-
it.
I think just reimbursement for mileage,
Yeah.
reimbursement for meals, and then the county pays for the hotel room.
I like how
Well,
we've got.
that's why we have the cards for that. So.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is that your motion?
$35.
The way things are going right now, $35, I think.
That'll keep us for a lot, little
Just
while.
about anywhere.
Yeah.
$35 with the 15%.
I make a motion to do that.
And when will that go into effect?
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Alright.
Aye.
Immediately.
Okay,
Yeah, we just
that's
need
the
to-
reason I've got people traveling.
Yes.
Like this week.
I'll make the change in the travel policy, but since it's been approved today,
Okay,
it's effective immediately.
okay.
Talked about a lot, I guess. What about sick leave?
Another, discussion at the officer meeting. there's a couple of different aspects of this, having a sick leave pool that people can donate into. We need to make sure that we have guidelines on how to use that. Also, Marlon had brought up an idea of a buyback policy on sick leave for retirees.
They sell their sick leave to, basically, they can use their sick leave as time for retirement, up to a certain amount of
Right.
hours. I don't know what that is.
I believe it was 139 hours.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you wanna buy something above that, or how do you?
You're saying that when they get to retirement, they can, if they have 139 hours, they can take that time off and get paid?
Well, no, they use that time towards their retirement, yeah. They do.
yes.
Like leave early,
Mhm.
139 hours.
But they don't actually get money for it. They just get credit to their retirement.
Yes.
Yeah.
It costs us, cause we have to pay for that,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I think the last time we did that, it cost the county $19,000. And that's when we put the limit on the 139.
Yeah, cause we have above, is Melanie in there?
She's just
I
walking
think
in.
so.
She just walked.
She's in there. I think she was on.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, second?
Yeah.
Here. What the 139-hour sick leave deal retirement?
So if you do anything over 139 hours, when you turn it into, Oprah's, then the county has to pay how many ever months that it adds to your retirement. The county has to pay the employees' contributions, the county's contributions, plus penalty, plus interest. We found that out when we had an employee retire. He had so much sick leave that it gave him 6 months. And it cost the county roughly around $19,000 to get him caught up. So that added 6 months to his retirement. So the 139 hours is the cutoff. The county's not responsible for anything. They only have 139 hours to go with their retirement. So you're paying,
At 139 hours, it doesn't cost the county anything?
no, because that's not gonna give them enough time. We have to pay contributions for it. But if you have anything over that, add time to the retirement, and then we're paying both their contributions, our contributions, penalty and interest. That's when we decided, we didn't, there's not a cap on sick leave, you can accrue as much as you want, but we can only turn in 139 hours to. So this is what we put in the handbook, we admitted it after that happened,
So 139 hours doesn't help them on their retirement, right?
about a month, yep. What it helps them, depending on when they started and when they're retiring, it all depends on your date of service and the date that you retire.
Adds a month of longevity, which bumps up their money for the back. 139 doesn't cost us anything.
No, anything over that,
We have to pay both sides.
both sides penalty and interest. I was telling them that.
Why is there a penalty?
That's overs.
Yeah,
That's why overs is the best, the most sturdy retirement system there is, as far as government. Everybody else is in the hole, and we're actually doing real well, so.
I was telling them that we found that out when an employee retired and we paid $19,000
Right.
for that person. And that's when we decided to put a cap on 139 hours. But then,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
that doesn't mean you can't accrue, like there's a lot of people that accrue 400 or 500 hours of sick leave.
Right.
We just can't turn that into overs when you retire.
So I didn't know that, but that kind of even boosts what I wanted more. Rather than pay the penalties in retirement, it's not going to improve the retirement that much. Let's pay them for the sick time and then not tell overs about it.
Up to a
You
certain.
can't do that. No, I'll
Who
have to report
says?
that. I'll have to report that as income.
Well, we reported his income.
Yeah, they'll take Oprah's out of that.
Mhm.
They're still gonna take Oprah's out of that.
There won't, there'll be penalty in
Yeah,
none of that.
it'll be like when somebody leaves to pay them for vacation, I take Oprah's out of that. Our contributions and their contributions, and there's no penalty for that. But I have to turn that in as part of their salary.
We've got to put a cap on that. We can't. We're not. See, somebody has 400 hours and leaves, what's that gonna do to your budget? Cause that comes out of your money.
So we talked a little bit about trying to set up some kind of a fund, if that's possible, to an investment fund or for two reasons. So it's self-sustaining residual. I mean, there's 2 or 3 people retire a year at the most. And that way in 20 years, if the 8 of us aren't here, and I mean, that way it's already kind of funded through something, if it's something we can work out. I mean, I would like to see that. Can you work up what it would cost for say a 20-year employee that used 70 or that saved 75% of their sick time?
Okay.
What that would cost the county to give
Well,
them,
it depends on what's their rate of pay. I can,
Just
so
go off the average rate. Right now.
like you guys' rate of pay or
$25 an hour,
I could have how many hours of sick leave?
75% of 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you can't accrue so much per year, because I get 8 hours per year.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, 8 hours a month per year, so that's easy to figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, then give me a minute, I have an answer.
you don't have to do it right now. I mean, unless you can.
I can, give me a
Okay.
second.
Awesome. I think we can do it. I mean, it won't be, I think it'd be less than $100,000 a year. At the most, and
But there needs to be guidelines as far as what employee can.
Sorry, we do a cap.
I just agree with the cap. Because if somebody's been there 20 years and they never took 6 days, I want to pay them. So, I mean,
I'm just looking.
and that's not penalizing people that are sick all the time. They already got their money.
Right.
This is rewarding that person that came to work every day.
Yeah.
That didn't burn it the first of the month, 8 hours on Monday, okay, I'm taking off 8 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna reward that guy or girl, lady.
Man or woman.
Yeah, I don't know, it's aggravating to me that the good employees. And I see it whenever they get within 5 years of retirement, they start seeing that they've been a valued, diligent employee for 20 years and they're gonna give away 500 hours or whatever it is. So I would like to pay them for it. And maybe we can't pay them for 100% of them. You say we pay them for 50% or whatever.
I think you're gonna like my answer.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
You're gonna like my answer. So if they make $25 an hour, and so they get 96 hours per year, so that's 1,920 hours for 20 years. 75% of that is 1,440 hours. So if you times that by 25, you're paying out $36,000 per employee.
See, I think that's awesome. We can do that. I think we can do that.
$36,000 per employee?
After 20 years? After 20 years, it wouldn't.
Can we approve that?
So you put that on there as, does it have to be 20?
Breathing.
I think it should be no matter what, when you quit, if you've been here 5 years and you've been a dedicated employee, you get it. If you've been here 47 years like Lila, you get it. That's what I think. And I'm not dead set on all of it, but
I thought that through a little more. I would.
maybe
that'd be a nice-
50% of
be a
what you
nice-
say,
yeah, we're
75% of the hours you say.
You work this long for the county and go on vacation, go do a trip you didn't get to do while you worked for us. That would be nice. Not that I get that, but everybody else can.
I kind of, I mean, I think all that's a very good idea because I have had employees that burn their sick time the first week of the month. Every time, they don't have anything to carry over. I have some employees that have over 500 hours of sick time because they're always there. They don't, and the people who burn it weren't sick. They just didn't, they just, well, I can't say I can say they weren't sick. They said they were sick.
And they're usually sick on Monday.
Yeah, or Thursday, either one of those type of days.
Yes.
But then you have employees that stay, so, and like you said, there's not that many that actually retire every year because you only maybe terminated either way. But for retirement, if there's a way for us to give them something back, I think that's a good.
So what you're saying is you're only gonna pay them if they retire, you're not gonna pay them if they quit, their sick leave.
I think I'd pay them if they quit. And, but if they get fired, I'd say maybe not. I mean, if we fire them, no bonuses, but.
Can you pick and choose like that? I don't know, I can choose, if you pay it to one person, you have to pay it for all. Like we do their vacation.
That's
What
why.
if you did it on an annual?
Yeah, I need to
basis?
research it and see if there's any
Yeah. I
legal
think
authority out there, if there's anything prohibiting it, I don't know.
I think there is, but I have to research it.
Yeah, I know we're not allowed.
Yeah.
Did
But I can research it if you want to.
yeah, were you able to see if there was a fund? And is there a
There
way?
is not a fund in the chart of accounts for a sick leave payback. And I did not get, a response from the state auditor's office yet. But I don't even know what account to set it up in, I'd have to do some more research, I haven't got all the answers yet.
So the way it would be now, we would just have to, in the general fund, we would just have to,
No, not in the general fund, because you want it to build every year, and the general fund doesn't roll over, you need to be a cash account.
does the general fund contribute to any cash accounts?
No.
But it'd have to be, it'd have to roll over. I mean, you could do a piece of the use tax, I guess, if you wanted to, or. Well, no.
I don't see the use tax ever going away, do you? I mean, it's just gonna grow and grow.
We keep growing. I mean, I guess what we could do is. It'll be a lot of money. 8 hours a month, right?
Should be 96 hours per year.
What is? And 800 hours a month. It's a lot. I was just thinking if you were to just start building that up. Whatever that would be, just. Every month it goes, a little bit goes into an account. Or we're really only talking 3 or 4 employees a year.
And then the ones who have built that much up, because I've had 2 that retired this year that had no sick time left when they retired, so, so there could be, but, and they were old enough to retire, that, they reached that social security and retirement age beyond that.
And should we limit to just retirees, not people that quit administrative? What's y'all's thought on that?
Well, retirees would be the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Your biggest,
So would that be retirement age or after 20 years?
Well, it would depend, because on the sheriff's side, they don't have to be here 20 years. They can retire early. Like if you have a deputy that starts out at 21, they're gonna be 21, they can retire at 41 and get full retirement because they're on hazardous duty.
Well, they don't need this extra money then.
But then, if you're making,
Right.
well, then if you're not in law enforcement, then your age of service has to reach 90 or you're 62. But if you do 62, then you're gonna get a cut in your retirement, so you truly need to be 65. There's just so many scenarios.
Yeah, and there's a few that are still on the 80.
There's a few.
And another point, while we're thinking, like, Christie. She had, I'm gonna assume you had sick time, I don't know, but now she's an elected official. So could we have paid her out for being a good employee, even though she didn't reach retirement?
Oh, we should have paid all her vacation time,
You did.
We did.
but we didn't have anything for sick leave.
No.
Right.
I kept it banked though, because before Cindy left, she told me to bank it for when I retire.
Right.
So.
I'm glad someone told you that they didn't me.
There's a lot of variables. We just, when we take care of our employees, but we gotta protect our money as well. And so,
Yeah,
and everything can be changed later. I mean, if comes up being, crazy expensive or something goofy. We cap the amount of money or, to make sure they're actually a retiree and in 100 hours or 140 hours or. And there's a lot of ways to think about it. We just need to put paper before we make a hard decision. We'll come up with a policy.
I mean, 39,000, it's a lot.
36, but you can give me 39, I don't care.
Okay. I don't know, it's not really that much to think about a 20-year employee
Right, no, it's not, it's just,
that's been there every time
we
you
just
call.
gotta make sure that we take care of our accounts too. So-
Yeah.
And then you have to look at the discrimination side, what are you gonna call it? Why are you choosing that's a good employee? Maybe this employee is retiring after 20 years and they've had heart attack and had to use their time, but they've been there every other time. So-
They got their money.
Well, that is true, but still.
They got theirs early. This other guy's getting his.
So are
at the
you
end.
still gonna pay out their sick time to have some when they retire?
If they have
If
some-
they have some,
Yeah,
they don't have the full amount.
well, yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, if they have 2 hours, we'll give them.
We'll give them the $2.
$45.
And it's not,
50.
So you're getting 25 of it.
Pay tax for that, 17.
Right?
yeah, no, it's a good idea. We just need to. Just play the scenario out, make sure we can. afford it.
Yeah, and is it possible to do some type of a before tax contribution? Like to where they get it all and they can do whatever they want with it without having to pay taxes?
No,
No.
because I'm not going to jail for you, because I signed that.
No.
I'm asking if it's possible, not as cheap.
No, I'm not going to jail for you, Mark, sorry, because I have to sign those every quarter.
So you don't think it's possible to roll that over to an IRA or something?
That's what I'm asking.
I think it's possible.
Well, it depends, because Oprah has strict rules on that, has to be some kind of, criteria.
Well, have you researched it to see if that's possible?
No, we're just talking about, I can.
I think that's possible. I'd be surprised. Because the thing of it is, the key is if you roll it over to something, and then once you draw it out, you're taxed on it. That's the only thing they're gonna be worried about. So that would cover that from federal IRS standpoint.
And I know it changes from year to year, but the tax rate, the penalty and tax rate pulling something out of an IRA can be pretty steep too.
We had one employee that left and rolled hers over into, and she just left, she didn't retire, and she rolled her contribution into an IRA, and I remember there was some kind of penalty too, but I'll have to research that, I just remember her telling me that. Because oversight should allow you on everything unless you retire.
So can you check, Alicia, on how the accounts work?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean. The obvious one is. Maybe something else that we're missing, but. Do a little bit of use tax in an account where it builds up, just build a small use tax account where it just builds up and stays there. That's all that can be used for.
What can we call that account?
Sick leave account or
Marlon Miller.
What did you say?
sick leave account.
Damn. That would make me a legend. I mean, I'm already kind of legendary, but.
That would be a good budget, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Something like that, we call it whatever you want, if you imagine.
Yeah.
And I'll do more research on oversight.
Okay. The 36,000 that you came up with, that was just the hourly rate, that's not the Oprah's contribution.
Right, that's the hourly rate.
That's everything, you take all that out of that.
You take
36,000.
taxes and their, whatever percentage they are, and then 16.5 that the county pays. Because it depends, most people are 3.5 unless you're law enforcement, then you're 8%, or you can do step up, and that makes you at 6.91%, so it just depends on where you're at.
You're gonna take 30% of it off the top of that.
Well, if it falls under the merit system, because it's a subdivision of the state, I found that employees shall not be compensated for accumulated sick leave when they separate from state service. If that applies to the county as well, then
I'm
probably won't be
sorry.
able to.
The statute says that when you leave state service, you can't be compensated.
Yeah, but I'd assume, and that's what I have to check, I'm gonna, that since this county's a subdivision of the state.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that. then it's-
But I'll check some more into it, but yeah, what I'm finding and
May not be able to legally.
Cause I think it says the county can't receive a benefit that the state doesn't receive, doesn't it? Isn't there a statute that says that? Like holiday and.
Something like that. Yeah.
I looked at the holiday statute, that there wasn't one.
It was on.
I couldn't find one for holiday.
Didn't either.
Here we go back to Twinkie Day.
Right, keeping that on the schedule, especially when you walk in, the table's covered in Twinkies.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did.
Hope you gave her a raise, man.
I mean.
It's in the minutes.
Yeah, it's recorded too.
So Stacy, you're gonna look into that some more for us?
yes.
Thank you.
All right. Any other discussions on that? All right, we'll move on. We're gonna remodel the accessories office.
That Virgil?
Yeah, we're just gonna go, I got a list of things that she wants to do in there. Carpet, tile, paint, sheetrock, countertop, sneeze guard type thing. So, yeah.
That'd be good. That's the last one that we haven't done anything in.
Now
really.
we're, yeah, it's a need of it.
Absolutely.
The end of the Brady Bunch era.
Yeah. So make a motion to let bids for the assessor's office, and Virgil's gonna come up with the,
Yes.
Don't do it.
Thanks.
Sounds good.
okay, I make that motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye. All right, talk about HVAC. There's a 5-ton that's needing to be replaced.
We have a unit on top of the assessors also that's in the vault that controls the vaults in the county clerk too, that's been out for several years. And it's pretty old, so I want to go out to bid to replace it. And there's probably one more unit after that, that's probably a 10-ton unit that
It's the big,
takes care of all those ones up there.
yeah, that one's gonna be about $35,000
But
to replace.
this is a 5-ton there, so. So I'll probably give it to Crystal and
Well,
go out for.
what if we go out for bid for both? I mean, that other
We can.
unit's
Okay,
60 years old.
doing both, okay,
It's as old as air conditioning.
yeah. So, yeah.
It's really that old, it would probably save us a bunch of money on just electricity.
Just replace them.
You still have to take the ice cube up to the top.
And that one will require a crane.
Both of them will.
Both of them will?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there's a big one's in the front and the middle, it's in the middle. Yeah, so.
Want for bid for both?
I think we should.
Okay.
What account do you wanna do that out of?
There's 104 left in the building improvement capital outlay account.
That's the old one that we don't contribute to anymore.
Correct.
Yeah, let's see if we can do it out of that, cause that big unit might be a little expensive. So if
Thanks,
we,
Leslie.
thank you.
Crystal.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's use that account. And then if there's money left over in there too, we can use the accessories, we do the accessories out of it.
She requested it in capital outlay this year, didn't she? She requested her remodel.
You want her to pay for it, or you wanna come out of courthouse improvement, let's work and do the courthouse.
Well, I thought when she did the budget, I think
She
Yeah, she worked
added money for it.
yes, we put it in there, but I thought y'all talked about it and maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
It's money in one hand, money in the other, it doesn't matter.
If we decided during budget to do it out of this improvement account, then, I'll take it out of there, put it on a requisition for that. I'll go visit with her after the meeting.
Make a motion to go out for bid for both air conditioning units.
I'll second it.
Favor say it.
Aye.
Oh, sheriff's update.
Well, they got the polyurethane done in the bathrooms on north and south and on that other shower for those solitary cells are, looks really nice. Need to do that probably from the other parts on the shower, looks really good. He's thinking, like the toilets go in maybe tomorrow. Somewhere maybe by the end of the week, they're gonna have that grate up over that exhaust fan where that's at, that's already made, it's setting. They've got stuff painted, they painted the old solitary cells, you know, that metal's been replaced and painted. Looking close, I'm excited, so that's really nice. Survived Kalachi this weekend. Nice thing about, just got a good out for the boys here is about 3 miles, west of Prague, there was an old grove that's getting burglarized, they had their cameras hooked up. Within 3 hours, we had 2 people in custody. It's really nice, those cameras, and you got a guy wearing the only shirt in the world like that, which really helps a lot too, so. Other than that, I mean, I think that's pretty well kind of caught up on it. They've got the bathroom, they had that drop ceiling put in, you know, where the detention officers are gonna use. That bathroom's looking good. They've got the tile down as you come in the old front door, going to where, you know, the evidence room is and stuff, that's all tied. You think they look pretty good, Virgil? The tile, didn't look bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
So I mean, it's really, I mean, it's like, oh, how close can we get? Let's get this thing done, you know, but it's looking good. Lights are all up in north and south and in the hallway. I think it's gonna probably just from experience of that detention grade ceiling. The old video room that's now gonna be jail cell, it's gonna probably take a bit for that, but he's at least trying to get north and south for us. I think we still gotta probably get with the health department and probably get with the fire marshal to get a blessing on that. And I'll work on that this week to see if we can get somebody down to do that. Unless Shazzy knows of anything else on that part of it, but I think that's gonna be the two big ones, and probably be okay, I want to do a walkthrough or whatever they do on that, but it'd be nice to get that thing open as quick as we can, get our photo back. You know, Payne County plus, I mean, there's a million folks that need to go to jail that we just haven't had the space for, and some smaller things that need to go, and other than that, y'all have any questions on that? I mean, that's pretty much what I know. When you get done, Dave, you can go out and look at it. I mean, that really looks nice. You know, they did the whole thing where the shower is and the toilet up the wall. I mean, I think that's stuff to keep mold and those kinds of things from, you know, popping up. Easier maintenance, I don't think you can destroy it. They even put it on the top of those little concrete, little block walls, you know, in the shower. That looks really good. So, other than that, I mean, it seems like it's getting closer, but it'll never be close enough until we're in it. It's far enough to turn. Be a nice feeling, maybe get that thing open.
Thank you.
All right, sounds good. Any questions?
Can you put nice inlays in there for the first 2 weeks and make sure that nothing's gonna break?
Okay.
Like do a test run with nice inmates?
I think all of them are capable of tearing stuff out. I mean, they're pretty high on that.
Yeah.
But back to the solitary now, we've got the phone system, you know, that Prodigy has in it. We still probably need to throw that intercom in there. would imagine. I don't know how long that will take. But that might be an issue that will have to get knocked out. So cameras are up, Cornell's group got that knocked out, so. Unless there's a curveball, I guess it will be. I mean, it looks like it's getting in the right direction. Anyway, I'm excited. I know I don't show excitement, but I'm just saying it's really kind of exciting. Get that thing.
You could probably stand there a week and see if you could tear anything up.
New York's been changing out some of those cell doors that we had that were messed up by the jaw. I don't know if we ever got through the mechanism. Did you get that figured out? I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him, yeah, I haven't seen him.
So, I mean, that's gonna be kind of nice too. Gotta get some inmates out to the fairgrounds day, kind of help them get some stuff ready for alumni weekend, so. Trying to get that done, so it's a little juggling that, but. We'll get there.
Thank you. Thanks for your help with the trash
Oh,
too.
yeah, we did clean up, what was it, last week? Or the week before, my days run together, but we had somebody dumping off of Payson Road.
Yeah.
He was your district actually, but Marlon was nice enough to get the track going, so his hands up there in the dump truck, and we got that looking nice, so that's.
Good.
I
Did
feel
you get to
off.
see it? It was what, wasn't there like 18,000 pounds of trash?
Wow, I don't know. I appreciate
Yeah, I saw
being
that.
the sheriff's office paying for that dump and that. I mean, we'll try to remember that most of the time, guys. The next expense.
It was a bunch. I
Here
figured
to
it
know
was
what
gonna
that
have-
costs, but, it does look better, and I think we need to probably, hopefully people start figuring out. I think this guy is from Tecumseh that was dumping that, what the mail says, We're gonna try to get some charges filed, Bill's gonna be out for a couple of weeks.
Should have just taken it and dumped in his finger.
Well, that'd be up to the dump truck guy and Tecumseh or Pike County if they're gonna consider that dumping, I didn't get charged for that on our end. But hopefully we need to start making some believers. I had someone call the other day and it was on 62, a lot of trash coming out of the trash truck. Boxes of stuff flying, so
Yeah.
I need to get with them and, we're trying to get the road cleaned up, as we go. There's another pickup coming up, trash pickup with, the folks on that, program trying to stay out of jail, court services, so.
Get a conviction, put their picture in the paper saying this guy dumped on your county road.
Yeah, and that's another thing. We seem to be having some problems on the jail end, that's, the booking, we need to replace what we've got, they got your name and stuff on it. I've been having folks that seem to be having a problem putting the right name or the spelling or something on it, so. A couple of things that I've caught on that this week, but we're working on it. I mean. Rolling built the day, I'm trying to get some little things, and that's not the end of the world, but that's kind of aggravating when that should happen,
I agree.
Thank you.
All right, I appreciate it. Now we got an interlocal with Craig Police and Davenport Police Department.
Who's those two?
They will be.
Make a motion to approve. Second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, report on ARPA fund.
Um. Stuart England and I did a annual report on ARPA. There's some funds left over in OSU. There's like 1,000. I wrote it down, but I left it on my desk. 1,000, just over $1,000 left in the OSU extension building. I'd like to move that to the sheriff's because it's gotta be somewhere, and, that's the only other open account on the ARPA funds, except for the interest accounts. And OSU has about $3,000 left there that I'd like to move back into the main interest account. What is your permission before I did those transfers?
What was it OSU was wanting, Chastity? They were wanting some furniture or?
I thought it was their air tame and cameras.
That's what it was. Did they already get that?
I know they've ordered everything for it, so I assume they would put on a requisition for that.
Can we make sure, look, can I talk to them before we take that money back? Make sure there's nothing that place doesn't need.
Yeah.
Since they've been in there, they might have found some stuff there.
Okay. It's around 4,000. I'll give you an exact number after the meeting.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to regional transportation planning organization will say support letter for SS4. Is this the one you guys, we talked about and it won't affect?
He checked on it and they said they would even be willing to write us one.
It's from co-ed. Yeah. I'll make a motion, to approve the Safe Streets for All support letter for the Central Oklahoma Regional Transportation Planning Organization.
Second.
Favor say aye.
Aye.
Election board reimbursement.
You get those now.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And then we have a reimbursement resolution.
This is their annual.
Just say that we will reimburse them.
Yes.
Or we receive reimbursement.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve that. I'll second it.
All in favor say aye.
Look shock on both of our faces, like, what you from one of the other? And make us start telling ourselves back for it.
All right, now we're gonna approve the Town of Alice special meeting resolution.
And I have a different, switch that out. Yeah, I just changed one word on it actually.
Oh, my.
Well, and there's also, I'm gonna go ahead and give you. So I've got the resolution, which is basically the start of the process where the county needs to. Call for a special meeting for the town of Alice to do an election. And so at the election, there will be voting basically for trustee 1, 2, 3, and then once that's done, then the 3 trustees will appoint a mayor. Another part of the process, so I have 2 agendas. I've got one agenda that sets forth the agenda for the town of Alice, and so it literally just walks through the steps, and that'll help the sheriff as well, because you can just kind of just read off and just go down the process. And then I also have one for the Board of County Commissioners, an agenda for the special meeting as well, and if Alicia wants to change that, that's fine, but it basically, that way, if you guys want, I at least need a forum there.
Okay.
So to start that meeting.
Okay.
And then the last thing that I have, and I'll show you, is it's a public notice, and so this will be published in the paper. I have to have it 10 days prior to the election, and then also to post some of those maybe throughout the town or some local spots, and it just basically has the requirements of what's needed. So basically, they have to be a registered voter within the city limits for 6 months to be eligible to be an official. And so what happens is at the meeting, whoever is there, they're able to make nominations, and out of those nominations, we can have a secret ballot. If there's only one, then of course they win. We don't have to have the election, but if there's more than one for each position, then we have to hold the election. And so I have some ballots made up. So I've got a whole, because like I said, I've got And then at the end, what I'll do is I'll have a notebook of everything all together so that that will give them all the information that they are gonna need on their end, is how they came and elected the new officials.
All right.
We have to verify their legal voter, registered voter.
I get a list
Sure.
from the election board. They'll provide me a list.
Is there enough people live inside the city limits to have a board?
When 225,
Wow.
and they got money. We just don't know how much until we get a board together. There's taxes on the electric service in the town of Fallis that has been going into that bank account for years and years and years, but yet the streetlights have automatically be coming out, so we don't know how much it is. I found one of the old board members out of town, and I talked to his wife and helped do the numbers, and they said when on the last meeting that she knew of, that they had about 3,000 in that account, so.
Yeah, roughly how long ago was that?
Is that 15, 18 years ago? Something like that.
Wow. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat watch. It's been a fun process. So. So we need a motion on the resolution.
We'll make that.
Have second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
My other people, if you guys want to see it.
Just right arm.
He's never. Discussion regarding speed limits on unmarked county roads.
So I had that put on there. People have called complaining and they say that their speed limit on their dirt road is 55 miles an hour.
So Google saying,
Yeah.
they Google, I have fought with Google for a long time. Usually they're good, but yeah, this has been a bad issue. But Google's not the official speed limit.
Yeah. So
It's really better. I fight with Google on a daily basis as well.
You should know what address.
So do we know, I mean, how do we know what our speed limit is?
So they're supposed to be, those signs wind up disappearing every now and then, so we need to provide some more signs to it up, but at the entrance of the county on every highway. It's supposed to be a sign that says all unmarked roads in the county are 35 miles an hour, and like, unless otherwise posted.
So Google Maps, if you type in you're driving to my house or whatever, it'll come up on there that road's 55 miles an hour on your map.
Right.
And if you Google it, what is the speed limit in Lincoln County? It tells you 55.
Yeah. I wonder if somebody didn't go in there and tell them to change it.
So Google uses 14 different mapping systems to come up with their one mapping system. Even though they have access to the state repository mapping system, which is correct, it is updated, MSAG, everything is exactly how it should be. Google just doesn't utilize that. So yeah, anybody can go in and do an edit, a wrong point pen, anything on Google Maps, and they'll take it into consideration. So Google is horrible. Especially when you have to work on this side of everything with it, so.
It's good on the user side because
Yeah.
of all the data that's in there, but it can be changed really easy by
Yeah.
just a group of people.
So we need to have signs at the entrance of our county.
We're supposed to have signs. We've had them for years and I've noticed that a lot of them are missing. We need.
I don't think I have.
I haven't seen one, so
Yeah.
I need.
We have to have the signs made and then we get them note out and put them on.
Put them on, okay.
So, if you wanna pitch that on a. The county finance thing, or direct finance, we can. Sheriff's coming,
I don't need them.
the speed limit, directly correlates to what the sheriff does, so we can make sheriff pick.
The cities usually have a sign that says all city streets are 25 unless otherwise.
Right, so and then we're supposed to have
And
that
gotta be the deal.
at the entrance of all the county.
Since you're talking about that, think about 62 up on that North Park County Road. I don't know, does Oklahoma County Commissioner have that road.
Yeah, that's a fight right now, I'm waiting on a hearing from ODOT, but yes.
Well, if you go from Britain, which is 1,000, going south, I mean, there's 55, there's 50. And
Yeah,
you can't
that's-
drive it because the potholes are
Right.
pretty bad in there, and somebody's gonna crash on that, but
Yeah,
that's the only one that I've seen that's.
that's
kind of.
Oklahoma County, there are a few that have a 45 that we have,
Yeah,
but they're usually marked.
we get ate up on complaints, Craig Lake Road's been one at 1,000, was down the other day, running some radar at the Southwest Fire, a little lady came across. Joe's old house, the old fire chief on the north side, and said, hey, my husband got hit at a stop sign and even trying to pull in their drive. And of course, the other thing that's really scary is like 102, you got all those hills. Same thing on 1,000. I mean, you got the nice payment on it. I set my cruise at 35 and going down, it'll get you to 47. So you're gonna have to use a brake pad, slow them down a little bit. But I mean, there's 60s flying through.
Oh, they're.
We've got 90s and 80s on the 170.
They're
77
out there.
all day long. So, I mean,
Yeah, there's not much, we can put a sign up all day long.
and no one likes a ticket. We don't like writing them. I don't, and some of the guys might, but, I try to not persuade that, but, if somebody's driving silly and, they've got some other issues going on, I mean, I guess we'll be the bad guy,
Yeah.
unfortunately, but better than a wreck, somebody get killed. I mean, that's what you're dealing with.
Yeah. Well, I had explained to a guy this week that called about the Craig Lake Road because he thought I should raise the speed limit up another 10 miles. I said, but you were going 10 miles over. And I raised it 10 more miles. And those people, so those people trying to pull out that live on Craig Lake Road that would have trying to get out of their driveways.
Yeah.
It could be. And so then he kind of understood he said, I can't drive that slow.
No,
I said, you can. 30.
Well,
Yeah, that was 30 miles.
since my wife isn't present, I'm sure she's not listening to this. If we leave a little earlier, we can get there a little quicker. I mean, you don't really get there that much. That's why I'm her lady, but I'm just saying that's just part of it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to make it always looks nice in here. Okay, sure, important. I agree, Shelley. So, I mean, just. We're never gonna, I'm not able to make anyone happy apparently. I mean, on what we do, there's gonna be some haters. And I understand that, but at the end of the day, it's about trying to keep people safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, we find somebody and buy them a dozen other signs and put them up.
So just on the highway entering the county,
Entering the county.
not on every dirt road.
No,
Okay.
we don't have to have one on every dirt road, just, 18, 177, 102,
62.
105.
it'll be 62.
If it was on the dirt roads coming into the county, you'd be sitting the best though.
I didn't hear you.
If it was on the dirt roads coming into the county, you'd be sitting the best out of the three of you.
You have the least amount
Yep,
What is it?
you have the least amount.
of mileage at the north side than these two do, because they go down on both sides.
Oh,
About 99, 66 and 62.
Yeah, we just, we can get a resolution by now, you said.
Some of those roads, the highways, they have problems right now. Some of, this one right now.
Yeah. So,
can we put the sign up says you're entering Lincoln County and you are responsible for you? Can we add that to it?
absolutely.
Somebody else.
I might,
did
it's
something.
a pet O'Donnell would just start putting up signs, welcome to District 3.
On the highway?
No, on all the county roads.
Yeah,
I don't know how many signs he put up for those.
there's still a bunch of.
Still a few, but
I don't have it in mind. I always, of course, he didn't do much in mine. I mean, he did, but all who you guys are now.
Yeah.
Where he did.
So I just had that added, so. I didn't know if we needed to do a resolution to say what the speed limit was, or if it was already said.
it's already said, I think it's said statute too, I think everything is 35 unless otherwise, across the state, so.
Is that, I hear somebody saying,
Yeah, because we did this in Pot County as well.
okay,
So since it's on the
That's right.
agenda now, can we make that? Or we have to have a resolution, can we just make that we'll pay it out of use tax?
Yeah, we'd have to have a resolution.
I have one already that, like I said, I did for them. If you wanna add it next time, or I can give it to Alicia.
Right, and then we'll have to have a resolution paid for that use tax, too.
Okay.
We can't just buy it. Let's get a good price, we'll get a good count, and a good price, and, you know, even if they're already up, they're probably old, so we'll just replace them. Cause all we have to buy is the sign, was my understanding. Unless they've changed something, then we'll take them here, say, here, put these up in the highway for you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Let's get a resolution in the next meeting and we'll get them bought.
Okay.
All right, BI 30 bridge project.
Item 20.
Yeah, okay, so the PIA project, there are still several bridges that we've had engineering work done on, but hasn't gone to, construction yet. And
We have till 2027 to construct those.
yes, they're wanting to close that out as quick as they can. And so what do we need to do to make sure that we're, getting those bridges done?
So. Construction or not construction, we're in the last phases of engineering, and it's just a big bridge that's taking a while. So we'll have, I've already talked to landowners, they're good at donating the right of way as soon as I have right of way plans, and
So anytime you call to say, hey, we need to get this closed out, then I'll say, well, as soon as we get the rest of the bridges done.
yeah, exactly, we're on agreements to 27, so.
Okay,
Don't rush us to close it if you're gonna give us a, you know, if you already gave us an extension.
And see, Will's got two, 47 and 70. Hey, they've been completed. They have those down there. There's the plans. So I mean, you know, I know talking to, Bonnie about the environmental, I mean, that's a whole different deal. That's the next phase. And we were trying to get a cost for us to help them do the environmental so it could push it on through. That's the biggest holdup right now is doing the environmental. Then after that's taken care of, they sign off on it. Then, you know, then they take that application, it goes to Albuquerque, then the federal highway, then the money comes back. Obviously, y'all know that, but anyway. So right now, environmental is a little bit of hold up. So Will's got two that's actually ready for that. Marlon's got Bridge 19 the same way. We're working on one for Lee. So there's really four bridges that's, I mean, actually just be sending away November, make a decision on.
Yeah.
The wheels are ahead of the rest of them, because they've had those two bridge plans for a while. So, yeah, I mean, you know, just to guess, you're probably talking to 1.5 or maybe 2 million on those, you know, 4 or 5 bridges that somebody needs to see it through. I mean, you know, design's been done.
You know,
I don't have an answer for it because they've had it, so I don't know. I really don't know where we're at. Other than I know environmental right now is a pretty big cake right now.
and that's something that they were gonna provide.
That's what they've done that in the past, but you know, through people retiring and stuff, they do have a problem
Yeah.
right now. So we kind of work on if they want us to do the environmental or what, to try to, you know, help speed it up. But
Yeah.
we haven't got down to a cost to figure out exactly at the end who's going to sign up on everything.
Yeah.
But I know we're looking at it right now.
Okay.
That's been approached. There we go. I mean, we've been on that for 2 or 3 weeks now. But we do need to get that figured out. If the environmental is figured out, then we're moving. That's got every one of the bridges down right now at the moment. Just trying to get the environmental done.
Okay.
But like I said, there's That's 4 bridges. That, I mean, really, basically ready for funding.
Yeah,
So I mean, I don't know. At this point, you need to do something because they're too far along. To just, to just let them,
just walk away.
to walk away from it, right? I would say at this point, I mean,
Well, like I said, the engineers take forever, let's get it done.
and then we got more, 39, it's got, some of them got hydraulics and the geotech, everything's done on them, other than just the design, which, that could be done too,
Yeah,
that would be talking about exposed. Yeah, I don't have a good answer
Right.
on them just because, we've been, this thing we've been working on for a while.
Why can't you tell them to mash the gas and
I
get it
know.
done?
But the environmental is really, a major thing right
Right.
now. On all of them,
in the original agreement, the BIA was going to do the environmental, right?
yes.
But now they don't have people.
They don't have it, so now we have environmental department, obviously.
Right.
And so, and I asked about that, try to speed this deal up. And just tell us what we have to do, what the cost is for that. And will they sign off on it once we get them everything they need? They still have to sign off on it. They have a guy that can sign off on it. But to do all the other stuff, they have that in-house now. And so, I mean, if we could get it all and then get it signed off, then we could, and that would get the set of plans, get everything, move straight on to the next, the Albuquerque, and then
Right.
they look at it for a few months and then it goes up to
Sure.
federal highway. I mean, I feel your pain on it, but, there's some loops to jump through.
Look, are they moving? Are the projects moving?
Are they moving?
Yeah, are they doing anything with the projects at all?
No.
So we're
Lonnie
just,
came and talked to Alicia last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying, the environmental's got to be the next.
right,
So
so,
like I say, Will's two bridges have been there for a while.
so how do we speak to the environmental?
They don't have to, I'm trying to get them to where they
How
think.
do we, that's a cheap,
Well, we're trying to get it to where that through them, if they'll just tell us what other part they need, put a figure together. What it will cost to just do it. And then let them sign off on it, and we haven't got that paperwork back yet.
and them is the BIA.
Yes. That's what we're on right now. Andy, our environmental guys, talking to their people on, making sure everything, all the environmental checklist and everything that you gotta have. What we're gonna do and what their last guy is gonna sign off on for the environmental, where we have it all in one package, price and get it done. And set up, and I mean, we work
Okay,
with Lonnie is aware of it, so.
okay,
I mean, that's what we have right now, the environmental right now is the real sticky part of it,
sure,
because you have to have that before you can go to the next phase.
yeah,
I'm on it, but I mean, we just have to, we can just send it to them and then call them and ask them again, and
right,
try to get an answer that way.
okay, well. Put the pressure on Lonnie then, he wants to close them out, and it sounds like it's in his court to get these done.
yeah.
But I mean,
Unfortunately, in
like I
her
said
office,
before, and that's, I mean, I would think before it close out the 4 or 5 bridges that's far along. I would say need to be finished from. You got design done on them, I mean, some needs to be done with them instead of them just sitting at that point.
yeah,
That's just my thought, I mean.
the meeting we had with Alicia and I and him, he pretty much was just wanting to reimburse us for what's done
Yeah.
and quit.
But he doesn't want to reimburse any of the engineering fees unless the bridge is already complete. And
That constructed, is that what you're saying? That's the bridge and construction, but it's old.
Not the bridge construction, just the engineering.
Complete engineering.
But what I'm saying is that constructed too and then pay for the design, or is that just?
No, that's just once 2 different projects, so you got your engineering project and then you have a construction project. So as soon as the engineering's done, they'll reimburse for the engineering.
Yeah, as soon as I
Large
have
and
the
short,
title
set of
sheet
plans.
signed by the commissioners.
Yeah.
The title sheet signed by the commissioners, I can submit that, then they'll reimburse the engineering.
Said I sent that to them. Full set of plans, I sent that to them, I don't know, which they already have, you know, we've done that over. And I sent that to them again, that's been probably a month ago.
Okay,
I mean, all the bridges that we had, title sheets and all, but I mean,
I had a
resend
title
it
sheet while I was gone.
they wanted to see a full set of plans, so I just sent it to them. So they have plans and title sheets there, I mean, so.
Roughly, how much does, environmental cost?
I don't know, I don't wanna give you a number, I don't know. I mean, that's what, I will get you one as soon as they tell us what it is.
Okay,
We do our own environmental, just send it up,
That's what I'm trying to
get them to,
yeah, if they just tell us, well, okay, this is what we need. Then I'll get a figure to you guys to do the environmental, and just send it straight to them. I was trying to get it where we could send the package, but it's complete,
yeah,
sure,
you know, complete package where when it goes to their desk, then it's already done, and they can just send it.
send it out for
Yeah,
construction.
send it all, yeah, since they're short on people.
Right,
We have people that can do it. But they just need to tell us exactly what they need on the tribal side. As far as for the checklist, that's what we're trying to get straightened out.
okay,
We don't want to do a whole bunch, like you would treat it like a loadout project. And on that side, it's a little bit different.
right,
It's not the same,
sure,
you know, so we don't wanna add something to it that we really don't need to be adding to it.
okay,
We're on it, I mean, we're working on that, so we just have to see what they're saying. I'll give it, I'll try to give it a line at the end of the day.
okay,
And Andy, our guy, see what they're saying.
all right, so we're,
thank you, Ricky.
yep, appreciate it.
I'm trying.
Oh, I know y'all, I know y'all. All right, we're gonna extend the solid waste grant, so I called up there and they said there's money. And that if we can get it spent by, hopefully next month, then we'll have it, so.
For the first meeting in June.
They told me May 18th.
18th.
No, that's right, yeah, that's right, this month. The last meeting of this month, not the first of next, yeah, that's right. We got just a couple.
So is this extending more money or what is this
Yes.
resolution saying?
Yes, this is additional 1,400 for District 2 and then 900 for District 3.
I'm done.
And
We've gone back. I just took a break, I said, I'm.
Make a motion to approve this.
I'll second it.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, big road grant.
The resolution, the third place resolution.
Mhm.
I think that was
This is the closeout. Right?
No, I think that's a replacement to fix the amounts, right?
Oh, that's right, since we're fixing the amount, cause I originally asked for the full amount.
Yes.
Because I hadn't had the board letter, and this fixes that before, then we'll transfer. I thought we did this.
Then
already.
we'll have a transfer of appropriation to go along with that.
Right,
I thought we did it too.
yeah, I thought we did this already, but that's all right. We can do it again if we
Be
need to.
double done.
Yeah,
Make a motion to approve it.
Second it.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Let's see who's fastest on number 38 today.
Yeah.
And then big road grants in District 2 and District 3.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's District 2.
District 2. Pressing the full amount. are you doing there?
Raising a road, putting in about a quarter of a mile of ditch checks,
Okay.
clearing some trees, putting in some new cross drains,
Sounds good.
bigger and better.
Bigger and better, right? Right. Then I'm doing very similar thing on 3 miles.
What was it?
A very similar thing on 3 miles.
On 3 miles?
Yeah, Travis has already looked at the
Yeah.
deal, so we're in a good spot.
So we had a spot that's almost, I can't remember the name of that creek. It's a huge creek. It's as big as a river. And the erosion is backing up away from the creek. That down the road, we about lost the road, so
Sure.
putting in some ditch checks and try to slow it down.
And mine really similar, it's 3 miles. The road has been washing for years and it's a very highly traveled road, but it's getting so narrow because
Yeah.
there's nowhere for the water to go, so we're gonna rebuild the ditches, raise it up, widen it out and put shell down the little 3 months.
Cool. I make a motion to approve the grants for 2 and 3.
Second.
All figure say aye.
Aye.
Then we need to fill out that first page.
I want to see your printed name.
It's pretty nice.
Does it have all the letters in it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe get up and come look.
There's an even better one right there. It's
Wow, in bold.
really
Yeah.
nice. And bold. I don't think that all three.
Okay.
That's Lee's Trent Park and he's sticking to it.
100%.
You're supposed to name it there and sign it there.
Oh, it's not all 3 of us.
No. So now I get to see.
Now you get to see.
No typewriter in the room.
There we go.
And one for Alicia down there too.
Yeah.
Like when we had,
Mark has one for Alicia.
the POs and Debbie came in and told me one day, she said, Lee keeps telling me you're misspelling his name. I said, well, I didn't know. Well, I was spelling your name wrong when I would type in, so we used to have to type in the PO or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was Doolin,
I just did, yeah.
not Lee.
Yes, Doolin. LEA. Yes, it was Doolin.
I refreshing because my phone auto corrects Wilson all the time. I went up putting 1 L in it.
Yeah.
My wife teases me. You're the commissioner of the city, you ought to know how to spell it. It's like my phone doesn't.
Yeah.
All right, so we're looking at pink call.
Yes, I had a bridge, one of the, when bridges had to be closed, it's on a bus route. And I was needing to replace it, they told me I could replace it, David Hendricks told me I could replace it with a tank car. I'm asking for money out of the big deal.
Sure, what's the honest? Good.
Yeah,
Good.
to get that 18,000 and some change.
Did you get the one with head walls on it? Tank car?
It
Oh,
was
no,
a
they don't
it
have
was
it.
a full tank, not a half tank.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the full ones don't have them, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be hard to roll them in the hole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have to pick them. Okay. I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Oil and gas lease with prime natural gas.
I emailed this to Stacy, did you get it?
Yeah, yes, I made a bunch of changes and sent it back, and so they sent another one over with
You
more
look at it?
favorable terms.
Okay.
So you approve this one?
Yes,
Thank you for doing all that. I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It's got your name on
I wonder why. So it kind of makes me nervous.
You're a legend.
it. That's right.
Somebody has to notarize it.
So you're wanting to hire Sam for GIS data maintenance?
They're already hired, part of the grant paid for them to do 1 year of maintenance, and I guess it was 2 years. It's time to re-up it for them to keep maintaining our MSAG, the state repository map that I was telling you about that Google has access to. So any addressing changes, road center lines, address points, so MSAG stands for Master Street Address Guide. Anytime that we create an address or create a road or anything in the 911 mapping system, I send shape files to Sam every month-ish, depending on how many I've done. And they upload that and maintain it, make sure it meets the standards for Oklahoma standards for addressing, Lincoln County standards for addressing. They flag anything that doesn't, and we get together and we fix it. They notify the state of any changes or edits, and which in turn is supposed to connect with 911 so that whenever 911 calls come in, they get that information, tell them where to go for that. But Sam does do all of that already, and it's just the re-up their contract.
Are we paying for this or state?
This is our turn now, we take over to pay for it.
How much is it?
I believe it's 5, there's a,
5,200.
Yeah.
Proposed 1 year of maintenance, so yeah.
You're the person.
and it helps out a lot, cause whenever I was doing the maintenance on it before Sam was hired, when we first took over addressing. So there are individuals with United States Postal Service that does the repository. There's several that do Lincoln counties. It's not just one person with the state, it's by zip code and by population, and I have to figure out who it goes to. So I mean, it's something that I've done before on my own. It just takes a lot of time, which I can find, but would rather not. It helps out a lot, we'll say that. Helps me out a lot.
It says renewal automatically occurs April 1st of each year.
Yeah, we both missed it. She and I both, so Kimberly Myers is the individual that works at SAM that I work with on a consistent basis. We both missed that the contract should automatically renew, and for this to go through, we were dealing with the EMS boundaries and jurisdictions, and then she was like, oh, hey, by the way, I noticed this last week. Well, send me the contract and I'll get it on the meeting, so.
Can it automatically renew, or does it have to come to a meeting?
We said we were gonna start marking that off on contracts.
As long as it's on an annual basis. Okay.
Like it.
This is just the first one that we've paid out of our budget.
Right.
Figured it was probably best for it to come to you so you could see it, and if you wanted to automatically renew, that's totally fine too. Term shouldn't change for at least that 5-year gap from when they came and was instated to 5 years thereafter. So.
We need a renewals calendar. Oh, it's easy to look and say, these are renewals, because some places are gonna require a renewal.
This is for the 3 of us to sign. Make a motion to approve it.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Yes.
30 minutes, 30 minutes.
The plane and we'll just go right into your updates.
Okay, so these are two floodplains in Marlin's district. Floodplain A and B is going to be for Plains All-American Pipeline. One's gonna be at 3430 and 840, and the other is gonna be at Highway 66 west of 3390. It's kind of catty corner behind the new casino. I did print off a map for you to look at that actually has the pipeline that they are doing repairs on. I don't see a reason we shouldn't approve it. It's gonna go back after they do the upgrades. It'll be back to the original state of which it is today. So if you wanna look at that, you can. And I did send the turnpike. I attempted to send the turnpike one from the last meeting to you guys, but I guess the file is rather large, so I sent it a different way to you and your admins. So if you can't open that, just let me know. Like I said, it's several hundred pages. So I'd rather not print those off.
Sure.
But if you, for some reason, you can't open the document, or Julie, Ashley, and Belinda can't open it, just let me know. I'll figure something else out.
Always read it to us in your,
Oh, man.
while you're doing.
I don't know if you want me to, I get a little monotone when I get
So
bored,
this won't be signed,
so,
or her.
if you will sign that and then have Alicia attest it, I have to sign the floodplain panel anyway. So it'll show that all three of us have seen it.
Sign under certified by, there's only two places, there's. a
Certified, tested, yeah, cause there's another one that I made up that actually had a county commissioner signature, but they don't go through me all the time, they just print off what they can find, and it doesn't have that signature line. So if you, I would rather sign the certified, and then if Alicia do the attested, just you be aware that that's in your district.
Okay. Okay. Same thing for both,
Yeah, it's the same thing for both.
perfect.
All right.
Most of the time when I get the floodplain applications, it's just in my email and I have no clue that there any questions or anything either, so.
Sure. Any voted on that one?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't get it.
All right.
Yeah, I make a
You
motion.
did, okay.
Second it.
All in favor, say aye.
All right.
okay, to go straight into our update. I do have floodplain class this week. It's for special topics and it's an exercise. It's gonna be to 6. It's gonna be all day long. I'll be at the OHP Training Center in Oklahoma City. I'm also gonna go over them because it's with Oklahoma Water Resource Board, the OWRB. So since I have to get in touch with them anyway for my class, I figured it'd be a good day for me to get in touch with them with our floodplain on our building, so that we can get that ball rolling. I did have a meeting with the state. It was a Zoom meeting to go over documentation. The state really is wanting to close out ours since we've already made the purchase, but since we haven't taken possession of the building, I can't close it out yet. And they're waiting for this documentation for the floodplain to be able to do that as well. For our ordinances, any upgrades can't be over 50% of the value of the building if it's in a floodplain, which ours obviously won't, but I can't turn that in until we take possession and then I get OWRB to sign off on. So that's what we're waiting on that. But so I will not be here on the 6th. I'll be out.
How far are we from taking possession?
I've not heard from
Oh, on the
the
new building,
building.
I don't know the day, but it's close, it's close, yeah.
So on Thursday, I'm meeting with the town of Tryon to go over their emergency operations plans and how they want to set up. So they don't have an emergency manager for Tryon, but they are wanting to coordinate and integrate with our office to come up with some type of plans and operations for them to hear for emergency management. This will be the second meeting. The first one, I went to, but I guess it had gotten canceled because the individual that was in charge of it had flu. So we didn't get to meet, so I'll do that on Thursday with them. There was Swiftwater training here in Lincoln County on Saturday, and the individuals that partook of that, it was Lincoln County individuals, and then Rolling Hills from Tulsa were also participated, that fire department. They went to Lake Tinkiller and worked off the dam on Sunday. So that's what we did on Saturday. I say I was at a track meet for regionals. I did go out there a couple of times to check on, but somebody else did that on Saturday. They got to play in the water. I think other than that, and is what we've got this week. That's just this week alone, so. I don't know what, I haven't looked at my schedule. I figured let's knock out this week and then we'll figure out next week. So,
Good deal. Any question, comments?
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys want to talk about any minutes that we may have received?
I don't know.
Clerk payment approval form,
No thanks. Oh.
any monthly reports?
I just have two.
Make a motion to approve the monthly report. So it's the second one.
All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Any transfer?
Yes.
This was the transfer.
Second that,
Yes, I second that.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All zeros called me.
Not spam.
Huh?
They're not spam.
Blankets?
Make a motion to approve. Second.
All in favor, say aye. We have payroll affidavits? We have road crossings.
It's not really a road crossing, he called and asked if he needed one, and I asked him if he would fill it out just so we were aware of the area he would be in. But he's just paralleling the road on top of it with, plastic.
Poly pipe.
Like poly pipe. He's already got permission from a couple landowners to go through their tin horns. But there's no road crossing, he's just paralleling in Marlin's district.
And it's for a short distance.
Yeah, no scratching, it's not the lay flat that we've had issues with, he's going down one side of the road and going back into the property.
He's not filling the pipe. More than what, 25% or whatever it is.
Yeah. 10%. It's what this is.
10%.
I haven't actually looked, but it's just a 3-inch poly, so.
Well, your guy, your district, you want it?
I'll make a motion to approve it. Second it.
All in favor, say
Aye.
let's see. There any claims?
Yes.
A little less than last time,
Huh?
although a little less than.
A little less than last time. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's at the Stacy.
That's you're certified, I'm testing. Okay, it's on here if you're still. Okay. And then I'll fill this out and I'll send it to you. So do you want to go ahead and do your part? Do that myself. And you were gonna take the against enemy, yeah. And then I'll-
Hello, Ricky.
I just got off with. Got the attic still, still talking to you about this cultural resource deals they gotta have. For that environment, it's if they're gonna, something. To work off of,
Okay,
I don't know, I'm gonna get there. They gonna tell me someone.
y'all need to become consultants, don't you? And then y'all could do all that BIA's been doing.
You know how that is.
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's just, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool in the hall.
Cooler in the hall?
They find it's cooler in the hall.
We did figure out with our newest mini split additions that all of the units have to be on the same, whether it's cool or heat. And I think that's why we've had issues in the past, but I did make sure all of them are on cool today.
All of them,
Mhm.
like in this whole area.
Well, just like.
But one can't eat while the other one,
Correct, yes.
it's one unit with three sets.
Yeah, Melanie's is tied to the little office, but all the rest of these have to be in the same. Yeah.
We're doing this, I'm gonna have dumpsters at Jacktown. We need to put an ad in the paper.
Okay,
So wherever you put in, according to the grant, we're supposed to put an ad in the paper where we're putting it. We're supposed to advertise it, so
Will a Facebook advertisement work?
I don't think so. I don't think. If you go by state statute, it has to be in the. If they call for an advertisement, it has to be in the local newspaper, but. Now, as far as BQ requirements, I don't know, but. I think if you put yours where you put yours and you put mine for this weekend, if we get the newspaper today, we should be fine.
Okay.
we're almost out of time.
Yeah, so can you put a head in, mine will be at Jackson Fire Department. Friday, Saturday, and if we still have room Sunday.
I'll be at my county barn until Saturday. Go check Facebook if they want updates.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah,
Is there any restrictions on what you can bring?
no, not at mine. No restrictions.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go through everybody's trash.
Yeah, I mean, I do make people sort. I have a spot for oil. Paint,
What do you
tires.
do?
DQ said to take the lids off, let it dry and throw it in the dumpster.
It's only hazardous when it is liquid, is what they said.
Yeah,
Right.
so we've got more than you can stack in this room.
I bet.
I don't think.
Yeah, I call the paper recyclers and they'll come and dump it out. They dump it into one big vat, they try to meet the colors and they filter out what's solid and what's not, and then they add something to it, and they put it in a bucket and send it out the door. I don't know who does it around here, but it's a pretty neat operation.
Yeah.
Help that for him and any place like that, use that thing.
In the West Wing, just take some.
Send it.
What does that mean?
Fairgrounds.
My county barn, District 2 is gonna have
Clean Water
dumpsters
Place
available.
that would take it back as a hazardous
Yeah.
material, gonna charge
Southeast
$2,000.
I can't hear with the y'all talking. Just
You can't
say,
sort it out in the middle?
no. Okay, District 2, County Barn.
Dumpsters available on Southeast 15th and Allison. From 5:45 until 5:45 in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening.
To when? 5 o'clock AM to,
5:45 AM to 5 o'clock
what
PM.
did I just do? 5 o'clock PM,
Yes,
5:45.
AM to 5 o'clock PM.
Why are you not working?
Any other business?
I do want to talk about all the road crossings and stuff that we do. We don't currently require an insurance verification from the company that's crossing our roads. Should we get that on file too? Stacy?
Can't hurt it.
I don't know why you didn't request it to make it part of your application process.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, that would help if they have liability insurance. If they don't, do what they're supposed to, then we have their insurance to go after, right?
Right, or if water line blows and it washes out, you know, a big trench across the road and
Yeah.
someone falls in it, you just can forward that insurance information to them and we can charge their insurance. So,
Does it need to be approved in a meeting for me to amend the application?
that's like that, probably not.
Okay.
And where's in Jacktown?
Jacktown Fire Department. No, I'll give you the exact address of the roads.
And from. And it's yours, what days?
Every day through Saturday, so the 9th, I think.
Until
Okay.
Saturday?
Yeah. Imagine mine will, really found the land and pulled down function. I'll just tell you.
Okay, until Saturday.
Available through 5 o'clock Saturday, and
Thank you.
can you put my phone number on there if they have questions?
Yeah.
Well, my address, if there's any extra dumping.
Yeah.
That's sure.
405 13 4346
Oh, there you go.
4346. Thank you.
And Lee, dumpsters available at Jacktown Fire Department, what time, same time?
That address for Jacktown is 101727 South Highway 177. And let's do 96. Monday through, or Friday through Saturday. And. Yeah, I'll just leave that there. And if we try to put it on Facebook, then we'll just do it on Sunday, but I doubt that we'll have room.
9 to 6, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
No, Monday through
Saturday, Friday through Saturday. Yeah, let's do Friday and Saturday, because that's the 2 days that we're gonna have people that can watch it all.
District 821 will have dumpsters available in Jacktown Fire Department. 101727 South Highway 177, 9 AM to 6 PM. On Friday. May 8th and 9th. Do you wanna leave a phone number?
They can find it.
Good morning.
Yeah, they don't call Marlon Miller.
If you got any questions, call me.
We've been all kind of.
Yes. So.
Any other new business? You just hear from the excitement of the day.
I appreciate everything you guys do for us at the railroad yard, for sure.
You guys work hard for us, I appreciate you.
Motion to adjourn.
You almost got you, didn't
Hey,
you?
almost.